Do you even understand what they're trying to get at?
Yeah. See, what they're trying to indicate is you have three successive levels of tissue development inside the larva, with each shedding. So that for the first instar, you have a very crude organism, but still, if you'll notice over here, you still have the pharynx. I think the main thing that we can make our division here between the rhabditiform or the subsequent rhabditiform larvae and the so-called filariaform is that these things don't have a sheath.
These things don't. Okay.
And remember, in all those that are classified under the Filaroidea, we've got the basic problem of that sheath that remains after the egg hatches when they're laid from the female in situ.
So I should just disregard this?
Yeah, this is just that confusion of a play on words, really.
Research opportunities which are required for graduates of the department at this moment include research in microbiology, many phases of it, both public health and rather esoteric studies on the characteristics of the bacteria or what have you, parasites, research in physiology. At the moment, a rather large research grant is available in the physiology of reproduction, leading toward, we hope, a new birth control method and a better understanding of ovulation and the mechanism involved in fertilization. And if a student wants to invent a research project that hasn't been done here before, it would probably be invited because of the fact as much option as possible, as much diversity as possible is actually a good thing rather than getting in an old rut.
In addition, Linfield offers an interdisciplinary degree in the environmental sciences. There are also excellent departments in education, including primary, secondary, and graduate departments. Should a student be so inclined, he may establish his own major outside the 24 departments of study.
Well, I like Linfield. I went here 2 years ago and transferred because I didn't think it was right for me, and went to a large university and came back again. Well, I decided that the problem wasn't in the school, that Linfield's a pretty good school, really. And the problem is in the person. And if you get straightened out in yourself, then you can make it at most schools. And the advantages of Linfield would be the small school outlook, the contact with the teachers and that kind of thing.
Well, I came to Linfield, first of all, when I was last year as a senior in high school, I was applying out colleges, and this guy from Linfield came and told me about it, so I liked what he said about it, so I applied, and I'd never been to this part of the country, and I came here, and I've really enjoyed it. My year so far, I really enjoy the country, and I really enjoy the people, and I enjoy the contact I am able to have with my professors, and the sort of like small community that's here, and you get to really get to know everybody. That's why I really came here.
Dr. Ricardo Sardina was once the head of the law department and a professor of philosophy at the University of Havana. Disagreements with his ex-classmate Fidel Castro necessitated his immediate departure to the United States, where he is now head of the language department at Linfield. It is through Dr. Sardinia's program of tutoring on a one-to-one basis that enables many of the Spanish-speaking students to succeed at Linfield. Minority education is important at Linfield, and one of the larger organizations here is the Black Student Union.
The BSU at Linfield, it's not one of the things that you can define. It's a group of brotherhood among black people, you know, where we can just get together and be ourselves, you know. You wouldn't have a BSU at a place like Howard University, but it's necessary to have a BSU in a place such as Linfield or any other small rural white college, just so that black people can get together and keep their identity. Well, we sponsor things like dances, functions, just so that black people and white people can get together and try to relieve all the hang-ups and mistakes they have about each other. We're not here to educate. It's just more of an understanding thing, like. And then we can achieve this, and then we can get out after this place, get out and solve some of the problems in the world, because most of the people here might be running the world one day. It's more of like we're adapting to the situation here. There won't be any change unless we make a change. And we're in the process now of changing a lot of things here. Within the last 4 years, there's been numerous changes, like an active part on the school part in recruiting blacks and getting the black staff and training black people to be able to think besides PE teachers.
In the last 10 years, Ted Wilson has led his teams to the national championship tournaments more times than any other coach in the Northwest. He, Ed Rutschman, Roy Heltzer, John Knight, and make up one of the best and one of the winningest athletic departments.
We feel that the athletic program here at Linfield is an especially integral part of the total educational picture. Since we're out away from things, I think it's only natural that kids are looking for many activities, and certainly our athletic program is one that we want them to participate in. We think we have a great school here academically, and we know we have a great school here athletically. So our first purpose here is to find out the interest of you people visiting our school and find out what their emphases are and whether we have what would be best for you. I think it's important that a young man choosing a college makes sure that he's going to be happy, or at least stands a chance of being happy where he attends school. I think that the smaller school certainly has something special to offer over the large school in a number of ways. It's very difficult for a young man in this day and age to reach his full potential academically or athletically in the large school because he doesn't get to play enough soon enough. And this is one of the advantages of the small school.
Excuse me, third. Third, not fourth, third. Second, third. Three on first, second, third. All right, is Roy Humphrey here? You're first. Dave Bronco here.
Here.
Even in athletics, students and professors take an active part together. At this track meet, Coach John Knight has enlisted the aid of various deans, professors, and students for the purpose of officiating.
All races.
I think the film should show what individual people and groups of people are into, where their heads are at. Like, just what people are doing. I mean, what they're doing actually might not have anything to do with the school. And what they're learning, really learning, might not have anything to do with the school. And I think that's what's important.
I think that the film should show people what they're doing, like Kathy says. That what would attract me to college, what attracted me to Linfield in the first place, were the students that I had met when I came to Linfield to look it over, and the fun that they were having, and the way that I could get along with them and really fit myself into their society. And I think this type of thing would be one of its biggest assets.
And people are not too afraid to express themselves openly to other people and to professors, and to challenge professors with different ideas and different ways of thinking, challenging with the idea that they might be teaching it completely wrong, and kind of to help you help, I'll help, we all help together situation. If you want to be involved, there's every opportunity for you to be involved anywhere you want to.
And if they want something else, they can organize and do something else. Like today, a beautiful sunny day. Linfield is really a beautiful campus. Yesterday in the rain,
It rains a lot here. It rains a lot.
There are a lot of activities that students can get involved in at Linfield. I was editor of the paper, and in the communications department there's the newspaper, radio, and speech. And there's a great music department people can get involved in. There are a number of religious organizations on campus that people can get involved in. There are also many social activities, and a great athletic department and a great intramural system that athletics can get.
What is there to do at Linfield? There's a lot to do. There's formal activities, the ASLC-sponsored activities, regular dances and films, first-rate films, great dances. On the more informal level, if you can't find a group that's doing what you're interested in, you can start your own. Get some people together and do it yourself. Just this semester, the ski club has done this. A group of people, about 10 people, got together, got some funds from the ASLC, and are going to have a ski kind of a weekend sometime this month. There's a lot of informal interaction, just people-to-people stuff. In the commons, a lot of interaction taking place. There's interaction taking place in the dorms, informal kinds of parties and things like that. There's a lot going on. The dorms are a big part of what Linfield is. I think it's a positive part. A lot of people want to live off campus. I can't understand it myself. I like living on campus. I like the interaction you get in the dorms. You get to know a lot of people, especially your first year. If you live in a large dorm, you really get to know how to live in a crowd. And sometimes it's a tough adjustment to make. Some people can't make it, but it's really a worthwhile experience, in my opinion.
Dorm life in the college is considered one of the most important aspects of college education. It means relating with other people and living together. Of Linfield's 12 dorms, 4 are co-ed. In all, there is an attitude of self-government, freedom and respect for the individual, and a sense of community.